If your squat feels like a fight, tipping forward, knees caving in, or you just cannot hit depth, I'm going to fix it with the simple checklist. No one cue fits all. In the next 10 minutes, you'll know exactly what to change for your squat specifically. I'm Tristan Merkel from Unnaturally Scientific. Today's topic is the squat. Let's dive in with the 20-second checklist. What about the stance? Stance should always be with the tripod foot placement, and your knees should always travel over your foot, not to either side. Brace, big breath, and abdomen completely locked down. Bar path, always the bar over the foot. About depth, hit the deepest position you can and do not lose control or form. Now, what about the setup? Feet should be about shoulder width apart and then slightly outward, about a 10 to 30 degree angle. Now, what is the tripod foot placement? The tripod is about little toe, big toe, heel. This should be how you place down your feet in order to have a stable stance. Then the pressure should always be on the middle of the foot, not toes, not heel. Now about some common mistakes. If your heel's lifting, gotta put something under there or don't go as deep. Then what about knees collapsing inward? You gotta think about the cue of you have your stable stance and then you try to push the floor apart. With that, you can keep tension and keep your knees always tracking over your foot, not to either side. Now, what about bracing? How should you do it? I'd say I will just show you so you can see what is it all about. Because it is not just tensioning the abdomen or the abs, and it's not just about breathing in, because it's about the combination of both of them. So you breathe in and you tension, and then, as you can see, you will become a straight line. You will not have something like this, or anything. This is the most important idea for your lower back safety on the squat, that you are always in a straight line, not bent to either side. So let's go on. Let's talk about two different squat variations. This is one, the high bar squat and the low bar squat. The high bar squat you already know, you probably have seen it already. This is when you place the bar very high. And you might have guessed it, low bar squat is putting the bar lower on your back. Now, for me personally, I love the high bar squat, but there are some differences which we need to discuss. So, high bar squat, you'll keep your upper body more straight and it is more focused on the quads. Now, what changes with the low bar squat? You're more lean forward and it's more about the hip hinging, and with that more glute focused and other stuff. But what is now important to note? There is not one is better than the other. It is all about your personal goals and preferences, what works best for you. So try it out, see what you like. But one thing that stays consistent over both lifts is always that the bar is over the midfoot to keep balance. Now let's just go into the descent, the lowering phase. Always have it controlled and basically the same things as always. Knees always tracking over your foot. Okay, one more important thing. Knees and hips travel at the same time, because with that you'll keep your upper body in the same position at all times. You should never do any kind of dash if you look from the side. It shouldn't be like that. And this is why knees and hips travel at the same time, which will become important later on. Now, what about depth? How deep should you go? Go as deep as you can with control and with proper form. In order to work up to it, Maybe it's about the connective tissue, it's about mobility or whatever. And you can work up to that. But what you should never do is to do a certain thing just because you think, oh yeah, as deep as possible. No, always with control and form. Let's go on. Now, you want to go back up again. What should you look out for? Same thing as on the lowering phase. Knees drag over the foot, not to either side. And knees and hips work in tandem, not on their own, because otherwise you'll have something which is called the butt wink. This is that your butt shoots out before you will go up. Now, a little bit of that, totally fine. But in extreme cases, it will wreck you because this puts a lot more strain on your back and by that could ruin it. Watch out for that. Now about 6 common mistakes and how you can fix them. Now, heels popping up. You can just put anything underneath that. If it is a plate, a wedge, or using squat shoes. Now knees caving in, we already had that. Think about the cue of pushing the floor apart. Butt wink, we just had it. Always think about keeping your upper body straight. Or not straight, but yeah, straight. And in the same axis, not tipping. Now what about if your elbows are flared because well, you have it on your back, or your wrist hurt? Fixing your grip. They are also like, don't have it overarched or anything. The bar should sit on the middle and travel like also stacked. If you have watched my bench press tutorial, you'll already know that. Link is in the description if you want to check that out afterwards. Now, what do you do if the bar drifts forward? Very important, keep your balance, always think about the tripod and bracing, stance, everything. Now if you want to use the checklist and comment down below if you have any problems with your squat, what those problems are, and I'll try my best to help. And if you like that content, definitely consider to give it a like and maybe even subscribe, because I'll continue to put out even more. I'll try to do it daily, but we'll see. That was me, Tristan Merkel from Unnaturally Scientific, and see you again very soon.